Hackers broke into the email accounts of several prominent scientists who were working on climate change, apparently as an attempt to embarrass them. But what they reveal is raising eyebrows. Some suggest that the research has been manipulated and that those questioning the effects of climate change have been silenced. Well, some of the scientists participated in the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. One from the head of the Climate Research Unit reads, "I can't see either of these papers being in the next IPCC report. Kevin and I will keep them out somehow, even if we have to redefine what the peer review literature is." Well, the fallout is rocking the scientific community. Kevin Trenberth is a climatologist for the U.S. Center for Atmospheric Research. His emails were among those that were breached. Myron Ebell is Director of Energy and Global Warming Policy for the Competitive Enterprise Institute. Both join us now. Kevin, first of all, your emails were among those hacked. That must feel pretty outrageous, huh?
That's right. It was an illegal act, and all of this stuff has been dumped out there. And I will say that there's a tremendous amount of cherry picking. There's a great volume of email, and in my case, I stand by all of the emails that are there. I'm very proud of what we've done.
But not necessarily in your own case, but among some of the emails that were hacked and posted, some of them don't necessarily support the consensus view that global warming is real. Would you agree?
No, I don't agree
is
with that
portrayed
at all.
in some of
I
these
think
emails?
there are certainly disputes among scientists and how to deal with the so-called skeptics and so on, but not about the science itself. The science itself stands, and of course it's not dependent upon a few individuals. There are hundreds of scientists involved around the world that are doing climate change science.
All right, Myron, was this hacking and posting of these emails done for political purposes, do you think?
I don't know, but you keep calling it hacking. There's no evidence that it was hacking. It may have been a whistleblower who was just simply disgusted by
there
what
was hacking
he or she saw.
From supposedly from Russia.
There is no evidence either way on that. Now,
at any rate, the emails got out there.
Yeah, look, I don't want to pick on Kevin Trenberth in particular. I think he's not one of the sort of main gang leaders here, but he's part of a gang that I think is being revealed from these emails, but even more from the data files, as they are cooking the data. And cooking is a technical word meaning manipulating and falsifying the data. They have been doing this for years, and it is clear by looking at the data files that they have been doing that. Now, I'm sorry, these people have already been revealed as not having any honor. Now they're being revealed as not having a sense of shame. They're just trying to brazen it out. If they had any honor, they would come forward, like Phil Jones would come forward and say, "I'm sorry, you're right, I've been caught with the goods. I've been denying requests to share the data for years when I knew it had tremendous problems in it. I knew we were making things up. Fudge factors appear continually in these data files. We didn't know how to deal with it, but I wouldn't admit that there were problems with it." This has been going on for years, and it is absolutely it's so shameful that I can't believe anybody would try to brazen this out. They should be talking to their lawyers. They should.
Well, that is certainly a shameful comment. I mean, that is totally wrong with regard to everything that Phil Jones has done. He has tremendous integrity, and the publications are very open about all of the problems with the data and how it has been treated.
Kevin,
your charges are just completely false.
This is simply not true, Dr. Trenberth. This is simply not true. There are emails that show he was denying Freedom of Information Act requests in Britain. When he knew he had the data, later he said, "I've deleted the data. I've destroyed it. It's been damaged. It's irrecoverable." And yet he was saying, "I'm not going to answer these." That's a misrepresentation
also in both cases.
It is not.
There are emails that just seem a little bit, I guess, childish might be one way to put it. Here's one of them. It says, "Next time I see Pat Michaels at a scientific meeting, I'll be tempted to beat the crap out of him. Very tempted." I mean, there is not this unanimity of opinion regarding climate change, Dr. Trenberth.
But that sort of thing is unfortunate. It's not a comment that I made. And indeed, on personal emails, I'm sure you will find that kind of thing, but that doesn't undermine the integrity of the science at all. And with the charges with regards to the Freedom of Information Act are really quite flawed, because a lot of the data are proprietary, and Phil Jones does not have the option of passing it on.
All right.
And so, and no data have been deleted. Let me assure you of that, unless it was a long time ago for reasons that had nothing to do with any malicious intent.
Kevin Trenberth,
it was simply
and Myron
because there
Ebell.
was, in the 1970s, there wasn't very much storage, and you had to make decisions about which data you kept and which you let go by the board.
We have to say goodbye. Kevin Trenberth, Myron Ebell. We will have more on our website, foxnews.com/happeningnow, if you want to get